Hello, everyone. Bruce Morris from the Tab Group here. Welcome to Market Structure Wave. Last month, Tab Group published our annual list of the TabbForum 40 honorees. The TabbForum 40 honors the financial services market's ongoing commitment to technology-driven innovation by annually recognizing 40 capital market executives for both their outstanding recent and sustained achievements. Today, we are very fortunate to have one of our TabbForum 40 honorees, Jennifer Peve, Managing Director, Head of Strategy and Innovation at the DTCC, join us on Market Structure Wave. Hey, Jennifer, congratulations on being selected as a 2023 TabbForum 40 honoree, and welcome to TabbForum.
Thank you very much, Bruce. First, I'd really like to thank you and Tab 40. Again, I very much appreciate the recognition, and I'm really honored to be included with such an esteemed group of individuals.
Well, you were one of the easy ones.
Thank you.
So Jennifer, I love hearing people's stories. Can you get this conversation going by sharing your career path with our viewers?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd say there's four things that are pretty core to who I am and things that have been foundational to my 30 years in financial markets: creativity, optimization, execution, and continuous learning. And I'd say throughout my career, I've been asked and trusted to lead initiatives that were strategically important to the organization. And as I look back, each one of them was pretty much new to the organization. So as a result, it required that I roll up my sleeves and learn everything I possibly could in order to successfully deliver. So just to give some examples, I've launched a self-clearing company for a proprietary energy company, automated processing, led the introduction of OTCFX execution platforms to trading desks and clients, and launched new businesses in things like repo and credit default swaps, but all in places where there really was no blueprint to do that before. And after joining DTCC in 2015, I was asked to lead our strategy on emerging technologies and innovation, starting with blockchain, which is something that, once again, required me to roll up my sleeves and dive in and learn everything I could. So, when I think about my career and the 30 years I've spent in this industry, I've really enjoyed designing, implementing new businesses, products, services, driving those improvements for the industry. And I've worked for some great organizations over the years: Fibro Energy, Cargill Investor Services, CME Group, and now DTCC, where I'm especially proud to have that same opportunity to do what I love for this organization that's really at the heart of financial markets. And I'd be remiss if I didn't also mention, because this is quite important, that everything that I've helped to drive in my career and for the companies I've worked for would not be possible without the many talented and knowledgeable colleagues that I've had the pleasure of working with, nor without the support of my family.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for sharing. So Jennifer, as I mentioned earlier, TabbForum 40 recognizes innovators and leaders in the financial markets who possess that special blend of vision, strategy, and execution. What's your personal philosophy and approach to technology-driven innovation?
Yeah, I think, to me, everything starts with, knowing where your organization adds unique value, how you can learn and master new skills, how you engage with clients to really understand what their needs and priorities are, and then designing those solutions to really not just meet those needs, but to exceed them. Because I think when you look at technology innovation and where you get the most value and what actually drives the most transformative change, it's where you're exceeding those needs of your clients, right? Launching and building and delivering things that maybe they've not really thought completely through yet. Now, we in the financial industry are all committed to ensuring safety and stability of global financial markets. So it does require that we do that with risk management in mind. But I think balancing, two mindsets of first innovating in a way that it allows you to do what you do today, but better, along with how you redefine the way we do what we do today, but for the better. I think those two things are really important. And I spend a lot of the time on the latter, where we're anticipating our clients' future needs, thinking beyond our industry and what it is today, how it works today, to what it might become. So, how do we do that? We do that by making sure that we have inclusive leadership, right? Leveraging that diverse thinking, enlisting talent that not only has business acumen, but is also tech savvy, or vice versa, because those lines between business and technology are really blurring with each new advancement in technology. You've got to be open to change, adaptable, willing to push boundaries. And then you have to be also willing to accept and fail fast, but create opportunities from those situations, because more often than not, the innovation that's really brought to the market is not that original idea or concept. It's some iteration of that.
So Jennifer, what technologies are out there that are exciting you the most right now?
These probably won't be surprising, but cloud, AI, and blockchain, I think, really have a lot of potential. And some of these I think all of them actually have been around for at least a decade, if not longer, in some form or fashion. But each one of these, and especially the combination of them, I think becomes really powerful for us in the future. And if I was to just highlight a few things on each of them, cloud to me is so important to the broader implementation of other technologies like AI and blockchain. And I think across the industry, data exchange is a real big focus. So cloud actually helps provide that modern, seamless, efficient, and cost-effective way to do that and share that data. So I think that one to me is really critical for us to continue to advance. I think AI and the various flavors of AI, like we were all just blown away in December with, large language models coming around, but there's so much in how this can either improve our current capabilities by advancing productivity or transforming your client and employee experiences, as well as leveraging those technologies just to do new things and provide new products and services. So I think that one's also really interesting. And it's a little bit, because it's a bolt-on technology, there's a little bit of, you can accelerate the adoption of that as well. And then there's DLT and blockchain, digital assets, and everything that's related to it, which, I think the majority and the focus has been on how you use that to take friction out of the post-trade space. And I think that's a real opportunity for us, but it also is forcing us to think differently and truly reimagine the boundaries, recast the roles, and build bridges, not moats. And so I think for that reason, those technologies are also pretty exciting for our future. And if nothing else, all three of those are really reinforcing that need to think beyond what our industry is today and how market structure will change and what our industry will become in the future.
Well, that's great. And that really sets up my final question for you. So what is next for the DTCC with these new technologies that you could share with our viewers?
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And given our role in the industry, we clearly play an important role in just driving industry-wide initiatives through leadership, digital innovation, et cetera. And so I'd be remiss if I didn't at least mention shortening the settlement cycle from T2 to T1 and providing the thought leadership and advancing the conversation around the SEC's proposal for expanding access to centralized clearing for U.S. Treasuries. I think those are clearly top of mind. But beyond that, we are continuing to execute on our hybrid cloud strategy. So looking at leveraging our Snowflake partnership and improving and enhancing some of the client offerings that we can provide through that, data insights, et cetera. We're also looking at how we think about public cloud and how we continue to advance the conversation with the industry on the use of public cloud. I think that's also very important to create some optionality. We're looking at creating the foundational capabilities to advance our broader AI strategy. Also important because, again, this is a technology that can drive data insights, help inform all different parts of our clients' organizations on how they should be making strategic decisions. And then we've got it executing on our digital asset strategy. I mean, this one I'm pretty excited about because this has been a journey for the industry broadly. And, you know, our strategy continues to evolve in this space, but it's always informed by the lessons we've learned from our research and experiments and industry pilots. And right now we've got a very keen focus in this space on standards, governance, and interoperability. And as part of that strategy, one of the things that we will be launching is a testnet, which is a private permission DLT network governed by DTCC for the purposes of R&D and encouraging that collaboration across the digital asset ecosystem. And I think this will enable that experimentation at scale through a common environment for not only DTCC, but our clients, where we can conduct pilots, but in support of looking at capabilities that are end-to-end, and also driving those standards, alignment, and interoperability for the industry. So I think this is a really important stage for the development and maturity of the technology broadly. So I'm pretty excited about that work.
That all sounds great. I'm very interested to follow up with what you're doing in the digital asset space.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, so Jennifer, thanks so much for sharing your time and insights with TabbForum today. And for all our viewers who may have missed the TabbForum 40 article featuring Jennifer and all the other TabbForum 40 honorees, there'll be a big red button at the end of this interview that'll take you to the article. Thanks for stopping by for what was hopefully an educational and entertaining ride on TabbForum's Market Structure Wave. Hey, thanks again, Jennifer.
Thank you, Bruce.